Alright everyone, so right now we are observing right here a very small yet very alive freshwater shrimp, a wild freshwater shrimp, and I'm extremely surprised to see this, a very young shrimp, because this is the ecosphere, and for a while, many creatures seem to have either died off or disappeared or being eaten by other creatures. I regularly see the Malaysian trumpet snails, and at this point I thought they were the last remaining animals, except maybe some worms. But seeing a little shrimp in here is an extremely good sign that this environment is still healthy. They were the first creatures I put in this a long time ago, like many months ago. So seeing at least one, and a young one, is very encouraging. Now, I'm not sure what else we can find in the ecosphere. I haven't watched it for quite a long time because I assume some leech have been eating all the creatures in there. But I don't see the leech anymore, so I think what happened is that the super predator, the leech, ate most of the big animals in here, but once they did that, they did not have enough food to sustain themselves, so they basically died off. And now all the creatures that were either eggs or just hide in the soil and were able to escape the basically the massacre of the leech, they are now, I guess, claiming back the environment. Now the other day, and when I say the other day I mean like a month ago, I did see a big like damselfly larvae or dragonfly larvae. I don't remember exactly. So there is still a super predator technically, but these big creatures, which are really small in comparison, but in here they look big. There was at least two, and one of them turned into a dragonfly, but sadly, since it's an enclosed environment, the dragonfly drowned, but it was pretty cool to see an adult one. But yeah, technically there's still supposed to be at least one last super predator, and maybe it will eat some of the baby shrimp. I'm not sure if there is only one shrimp left, but it's pretty cool. Also, I did put this Amazon sword plant in here because it was in my aquariums and everyone just displaced it all the time. So I prefer to put it in here so it becomes either food or actually take roots in here, then just allow it to rot in my aquariums. By the way, this stuff right here is kind of a sponge that is the main filtration. I also want to point out the different layers of the substrate. So the sand is the original substrate, and this dark spot I believe is like a plant material that is rotting underneath the soil, and all of this right here is all snail poop. So there's quite a lot, and you can see that there is a lot of like tunnels and stuff. I do believe that's some worm still living in here. So despite the fact that there is no filtration whatsoever, and I haven't done a water change in many months now, there's still some creatures thriving in here. which is both surprising and yet I did expect. Oh, there's something moving right here. What is that? Yeah, we can definitively see some movement. I think it's a shrimp, yeah. So, is it? I'm gonna, I can see better on the camera than I see in real life. Wish I had some magnifying glass right now. So yeah, I guess there's still shrimp in here, despite the fact that there is no longer any like the bubbling oxygen tube. There's not any more of that from like since a lot of time. But apparently there's still some creatures living in here, eating the decaying plants, and then the plants eat the ammonia and the poop and all of that stuff and regrow back. So it's a sustainable cycle at this point. So, you know, there is less creatures than there used to be, but the creatures that are still alive are specialists, really adapted to like kind of stagnant water with a lot of vegetation. It's not native vegetation, mind you. It's like Java fern and Anubias, but apparently it's still enough for these little creatures to thrive in here. And I guess they're also eating some algae, though the glass is pretty clean. There is like right here, cannot really see it on camera, but there is some new baby Malaysian trumpet snails. By the way, those look at how big this Malaysian trumpet snail is. So they can grow quite big. Oh, and here's Nestor right there. A big crayfish. But yeah, it is a very cool little project. I'm glad I got this for winter. It will be a lot of fun to see what will survive till the spring. So yeah, that was a quick random video about the little shrimp. I'm going to do more care videos in the future, and for anyone who's new in the channel, welcome. And if you're not subscribed already, please consider doing so. I will upload many more videos, especially like care videos, and I guess more edited video with some GoPro inside the aquarium. So I want to do a video about guppies, and I also want to do a video about angelfish in the near future. So, you know, if you have any more question or any subject that you want me to cover in a future video, please let me know, and I will probably either answer your question directly or even do a video if I find the subject interesting enough. So yeah, thanks for watching.